cartridge offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. Lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I used to be an avid reader.
almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, Allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh,
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
you can't understand. You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
Oh, yeah.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
What could have done so much damage? What could have done?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a pox limpet.
There's nothing for you here
don't
either.
Know what you're doing?
Beat it.
Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up a tab. Others pay.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all, but I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a...
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to...
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. The stranded whale.
What can I tell you? The name, it reminds us when our whalers left for long months and came back.
It was a tough time.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
What can you tell me about?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland, and
Her vision.
Way I see it, the truth.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bomb?
Her style made her famous.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves,
So they made you feel...
you need to see them for yourself.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for...
And then he said, "You have no..."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Why to treat us like this?
And the doc... What did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Get us into trouble. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still...
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here.
I saw the newspaper clipping.
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved...
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Dark...
It's true. Everything our grandparents...
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling?
The whales, of course.
They all...
You exhaust...
You could say that, yes.
Until the...
The one of the miraculous...
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can...
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a...
So what? Let me drink. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat...
I know.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my... even the antics of these wharf...
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, Merritt, I imagine that the Hawkins...
But you don't know with whom?
No.
I'm looking for warehouse...
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building...
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owner...
I think that somebody here wanted me to... Can you tell me?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I found a threatening...
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no.
With any success?
I wouldn't say she terrifies my men.
Can you not do anything?
Don't you worry about...
I was looking at your photo...
Ah, yes,
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you.
And for good reason.
That's your father.
John Fitzroy. His wooden leg is here.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea.
Killer whales don't have many...
That's true. But,
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures...
You're talking about mythology. The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them.
I think that was a... Who says that whatever caused those wounds...
You think we should have...
To look into the real cause of its... The miraculous catch.
Not at all. It's an episode from... Go read the story of this. It's displayed on a...
I shall be on my...
So come back and see me when you... You're back again. What can...
I shall be on my way.
So come...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops.
What could have done
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
You live here?
Why did you We saw what you did to say—
Yeah, well,
How can I've just come
That's true!
You bet.
Do not rile.
He's right!
We're annoyed.
There's you, our beloved statue, and— Wait. Now that I think about it,
Quieter.
What brings you to—
The two guys behind you. What are they?
The bootleg.
They're protecting their territory.
They really don't have. They're more scared of cat.
If only they would kill—
Is it Cat who's
Hold on.
Nothing—
Is it Cat?
Hold on.
Nothing—
That statue represents
What do you mean?
You wouldn't be looking down at it.
St. Brent till those assholes.
peculiar.
Yeah,
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that—
Isn't it a bit early?
We got nothing better to do anyway.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again.
So?
I've taken...
Well, see.
There. Hello, old friend. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the... Go die of thirst, a lot.
I've got to enter the Hawkins where...
No, it's very...
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get...
Now, we don't give a damn about you. What?
I went to see the
What makes you think we're bootleggers?
Who do you think did?
What do I know?
The sailors.
Who else in Europe?
Cat.
What?
She's the boss, yeah.
Shut up, you dummy.
She must be quite intimidated.
She redid the smile.
I hope he had a good dent.
No, you don't understand.
But he only smiles with the left.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid?
Everybody.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner, and we let no one.
She sounds.
And she does.
What are you guard?
Listen.
I've got to get in.
Oh, yeah?
She sent me to see who...
I don't know what you're...
You got no proof to back up your claims. And...
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
I bid you, gentlemen. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Well, what...
Did you...
I've taken enough of...
Well, see...
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here. Edward Pierce.
Sorry. We're all... What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the...
Darn it.
My investigation...
That case was closed.
Who are these?
And why would I tell...
What's the difference between a police...
A badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal.
You think so?
We're looking for this...
Okay. Spare me the next... There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling... Then again, these guys panic at the...
I see.
And there are others who would like to...
That's fine.
You again?
No need...
You again?
No need to get worked up.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water,
You saw what happened with those... Don't hang around here unless you...
I've seen the kind of messages that... You're not scared.
Of course I am. Everyone's... She's not interested in... You, on the other hand...
This warehouse looks up...
No doubt a question. You want to know more?
Good. I've seen that you're not scared.
Of course you want...
I shall take... A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. I could use this old... Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You're back again. What can...
Apparently the bootlegger...
They're part of the private...
And yet the place looks abandoned.
As a precaution, I suppose.
You mean that there's a way to go from...
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You're back again. What can...
I shall be on my...
So come back.
What a macabre souvenir.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anymore.
Well...
Did you...
I have an offer.
Well...
I need you to keep them...
You send us to... What's in it?
What would convince you?
There's only...
For sure. Bring us...
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
Oof, I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you shouldn't hide
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the...
So you confirm that it was removed from... I'd like to go and see the man.
Of course. You want to go back... I'd like to understand how this painting... Come on. My car's parked... Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley.
Why you?
Come on. Keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut. You know, Silas Winchester has been where Charles was like a son to him. So he's got nowhere to go. Is there anything else you want to add?
I see no scorched tree.
You're pretty damn obs. The fire was quickly contained.
Not soon enough.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And are we gonna take a closer look at this?
You won't get me to believe that it looked...
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations...
It's got nothing to do with...
So, since you already know it, it remains to be seen what they did with all their money. Let's go up there.
I prefer to be prepared.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rock...
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man.
A sad old man,
Gee, if you don't want to...
You're the one who looked after the...
Don't think I was trying to hide it.
That's why you're so keen to find...
Yes. If something escaped us. Anything else?
Night falls.
I'll go with you.
Why not?
Right. Let's go.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker... Charles Hawkins' grave.
I told you. Silas Win...
I must say it's...
So, Detective.
Why were they buried?
I was given to believe that it was Charles...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Let's go to the...
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set...
Poor kid.
After the burial.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
Poor kid.
And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad Baker...
Charles Hawkins... The caretaker. Poor kid. I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself.
That's true. I want no more.
It's painful to be the...
You don't know how right. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe...
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let...
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter.
No, I can't let you in.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, after which you'll never...
I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley,
Do something, Bradley. Or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. We have reason to believe that someone entered them...
Impossible.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us...
Okay, then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have...
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
What now?
Do you have a moment?
What?
Nothing.
Stop, wait.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas.
You're right. Do you have a moment?
What?
Nothing.
Stop.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles. What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control. It was already too late for the Hawkins.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this I think the Hawkins...
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? Lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. A crowbar could prove useful. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. Locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What was going through that boy's mind? The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time. Locked. What will her room reveal about her? A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen. Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked. This door is locked. This door is locked. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map.
You really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was... This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to act. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
3 seats. A disfigured saint. What does it mean? A disfigured saint. What does it mean? Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. What is this mask supposed to represent? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here? This symbol, what does it mean? Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer—
Fine. Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. These paintings must be several centuries old. A sad way to go. An old diary. This monstrous creature must be an allegory. This monstrous creature must be an allegory. These people lying down, are they dead? Are they asleep? These buildings seem to have come out of the water. Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all. It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale. What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
A mass grave. A table for sacrifice? I got it. I can't breathe. What's happening?
Is it my turn?
Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night.
I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. I can't read Latin.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitag.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinko.
Locked.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Yor El Cthulhu Kasha. I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed, not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. All you who sleep, we bring me for your more sacred flesh of the earth.
Kstelbisna Cthulhu Kashok.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that? Again, this primitive writing.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Kristelbaz Natulu, Lenalaf, Klil Nochschlag Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Eniapetach, Nikif, Kristelbaz Natulu, Lenalaf, Klil Nochschlag Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Eniapetach, Nikif, Kristelbaz Natulu.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get back!
Shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it! Charles, you shouldn't have seen this.
In. I need to get out of here. My leg! Light. At last.
Prepare another shot for injection.
No!
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. A strong subject.
There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No! Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
No, you don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They swooped all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings. No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. Strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here?
I would really like to know. I only see for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. We must not. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. I shall try to distract them. And all you need to do is to follow me.
Understood. What does this mean? This is no medicine. Am I in an asylum? Sarah. In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues. What did he write about the painting? Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him. Poor wretch.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
I told you not to let her come down. I know. If you do it again, I'll report you. All right. I know.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm going to see if there's sleeping pills.
Good God. What could this machine be used for? What is going on here? This machine seems... What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load. The corpse is complete. Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? Have I activated anything? Worse and worse. The liquid connects it to the electric current. What are its properties? Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel. I can still increase the load. Anatomy, anthropology, dementia, self-inflicted wounds. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
Worms meat. I will not eat it anymore. Never again.
It's done. Now for the others.
They must know that it is not good.
This way.
One, two, three, four, five, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5. Just a few days to go. Yeah, that's it. 4 days. Is there anybody here? I think I got the right date. My calculations are always right. That's the problem. I don't know.
This way.
All right. Not 6. 4, 5.
I bet there's no longer any priests on Darkwater.
What is welling up inside? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. Leaving behind them only trail of white, nourishing foam.
You. Yeah, you there. Come.
What do you want?
Sleep.
Sleep?
No.
You want sleeping pills?
Yeah.
You'll draw the guards to you.
So, you in?
Is it the noise?
No, it's the night. And afterwards.
I'll find you.
Go look in the storage room. There must be...
Locked. Exactly what I need. A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system. The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building. Perfect. Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push. It's locked. Now for the next step. This lever must turn on the gas machine. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway. This valve controls the pressure. It's locked.
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down, please.
No, no.
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me,
Oh, don't let me sleep in here.
if I do not stop, I catch him. If I catch him, I sleep. If I sleep, am I dead?
Perfect. Damn it. With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Go take a look. Come on, show yourself.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, my new friend's sleeping pills. I've got what you want.
Show me!
There.
Don't you worry, you'll have... Go on now. Go hide your... The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
Nonsense again.
What carnage. All the levers are... What happened? I must find something else. That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it. What's going on? Is there somebody... I'll let Fuller know. Better than us.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, it gives us time to get away.
Get away? You're mistaken about the beast.
You're Sanders, aren't you? What did they do to you?
The doctor? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to, and yet I told him that I didn't want him. The real culprit is Sarah.
You're kidding me.
The one and only.
In her office, I saw signs of her. These things, that's what makes you...
You're wrong. It was not him. But she failed.
What's going on? What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor.
Sanders, pull your...
Without her, it's no longer possible.
Sanders! What the hell? Oh God. I gotta... This is insane. What killed him? Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink. No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I met a...
Of course, he's a patient. or what?
He knew
What?
I'm not sure.
Tell me how many...
I didn't see what.
Of what do you...
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins.
Sarah Hawkins? This makes no sense. I don't...
You really think she's involved?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known... I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the...
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased.
You're right. Without a plausible
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Don't end up in the hospital this time. The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other. Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking.
I bump into her every time.
It's a small island, detective. You're investigating Francis' death.
I spoke to Francis before he died.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later. Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity?
Yesterday. I met him at...
Oh, of course he spoke to you about it. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that you, on the other hand, a perfect stranger. How was he? Were you
What happened to your husband is the man I met yesterday. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. Did you not do anything?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deep... But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just...
The death of the Hawkins family? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You, too, would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what...
May I ask you what...
My business with Miss Baker.
But you do know what kind of business...
I am no fool.
How did you come to...
We were the wealthiest and most influential families. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she bought many of her works over the last 5 years.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting than in...
Hold on. The Shambler is a paint...
Who else to paint such horrors?
It is my only lead at this stage.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery. I would urge you to make the most of your visit, because I count on ridding myself of that thing.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? The Shambler. I need to see it. Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids. Each time I... But my eyes... I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes.
I've got a lot of...
Some can be more What have you come looking?
I have a well-off client before making an offer.
Nice story. But as long as you keep out of my way...
And you?
I'm here on business. She doesn't intend to hang around.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder. Go take a hike, detective.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The public entrance to the gallery. Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it? Why was he so interested in old weapons? These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. Oh, God. What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Down. This dagger looks different.
matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right.
You didn't say anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forehead.
I was attacked by... You knew.
What are you talking? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about... And by the way, where do you think...
It saved my life.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique from what I saw in the ledgers. It was him who sold...
It's not your...
Take it as payment for being my canary. Now go see your antique seller.
Where's the bookseller? Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers placed truth on the same footing as a religion. What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge. What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. whom does this footprint belong? This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Edition. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them. Another volume by Arkham Editions. Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection. The Chalice of Knowledge.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? chalice of knowledge.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor.
Again?
More and more people are suffering.
Of course.
Very
well. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around. His skin shows abnormal. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Severe malnutrition. Slight protuberances.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary...
Don't say that. You're all...
Some of his symptoms...
What did you find?
Did you examine his
He hasn't eaten in days.
No. Can't you recognize whatever it is, this man has something inside him that should...
Dr. Fuller said not to worry. That
You know... In spite of the muscle
Yes.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of an... What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips.
I'm sure you'll find an
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but
He's constantly under perfusion. And you won't believe me, but...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. But that doesn't explain...
I almost don't believe it myself, but
What do you mean?
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten
I pray that it's...
Dr. Colden, may I...
What I'm doing?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I've done to him what I do to all my patients.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not?
There.
I've seen... Had I only read the report...
Do I?
He's no longer human.
Fascinating. An animal you...
This...
Your reaction does. I know it's your innocent worries for this man.
For this man, and the others whose medical...
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe...
I will not let you...
You disappoint me, Marie. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and...
Was that a threat?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder. My word is of no weight against his.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything?
Oh, that evidence exists. I need to find them.
And where would you find those?
I'd rather not think about that.
Of course, Doctor.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.